collinear points.
So I'm recording Wednesday, October 7th, WSSB Geometry Period 3. So we're on page 60. We're looking at the line, and you identified that it's a line because you notice it has arrowheads and extends into infinity in both directions.
And it has points, but what's the point of that?
It at least has 2 points on it.
Oh, that was a good joke there.
On this particular line, how many points are they labeling?
Let's see here. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7.
Oh, 7, yeah.
And they've labeled them with capital letters, right?
R, S, T, U, V, W, X.
Good. Just for review, name each one of you. You're going to go around and name, so you got to pay attention to what the other person has said. Name 3 collinear points on the line.
S, T, and U?
S, T, and U, Naramar is yelling out. Okay, S, T, and U are
I didn't yell.
here. What?
RST?
RST, Smith yells out.
UVW.
UVW, Mays yells out. What do you want to say, Webb?
VWX.
VWX, good. Collinear. Collinear means
They're
on the same
line.
line. Could it also be RUX?
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Or U, W.
STW, right? As long as any 3 points on the line we could name and they'd be collinear.
SUV.
Now.
SUV.
SUV.
What?
Okay.
I had to make it
TUX. Now, Smith.
Yes.
One of the biggest things is we learned something about 3 collinear points. So let's look at R, S, and T. Just look at those 3. Can someone explain to Smith what's going on with R, S, and T that's kind of important?
There's a point of betweenness.
There is a point of betweenness. And
The
what point
betweenness
is
point.
that? What point is the point of betweenness?
If you think between, okay,
Yep.
you have R and T. In between that is S.
Good.
R and T are trying to have a tea party, and S is getting in the way.
Get an equation out of that.
Okay, so listen to Naramar. He said, then we discovered you can make an equation out of that. So how are we going to make an equation out of that, Naramar?
If I can do this correctly, I'm probably
Okay.
going to screw it up, but...
Just say I'm going to give it a good shot.
Excuse me.
Yep.
S plus ST
Mm-hmm.
equals RT.
RS plus ST equals RT. That's correct.
Okay,
So do you see what he's doing there, Smith? Okay, so we're taking the betweenness point and we're including it with the first endpoint, and then we're including it with the second endpoint, and we're adding them together to create the entire line segment of those 2 endpoints. So let's try it again. How about R, T, and U? What would our equation look like? Somebody different, Naramar. We've already gone. So take a look at R, T, and U. What would our equation look like?
R plus T, U equals RT, a question mark?
No.
Dot.
RT plus TU equals,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
equals T, or equals RU, whoops.
Ah,
Yeah.
Maze, excellent. RT plus TU
Hey, that was
equals
awesome.
RU. Yeah, that was awesome.
RU.
You struggled with that yesterday. That was perfect.
See, Naramar needs to be a teacher, doesn't he?
Maybe.
Notices that kind of stuff and gives you positive reinforcement. Nicely done, Naramar. You need a call for that. Here, you want me to put your name on
She
it?
can read it well. She can't.
I'm not a dog, but no, I'm
She
kidding.
can't write it.
I do nature, not
My
math.
name.
What number are you, Justin?
Team 5.
Team 5. Okay, here you go.
El Capitan, if you want to.
Are we team 8? Are the link people team 8?
I have to look you up. You're out in those teams, yeah. All right. Okay. All right, here we go again. So Naramar's gone. Maze is gone. All right.
Zach attempted.
How about take a look at TUV. TUV. And write an equation of betweenness that would satisfy TUV.
V plus T and T plus U is TV? I don't know.
TU plus
U plus TV equals UV?
no, Zach. So find TU and V. You got to concentrate now.
I am
Just
concentrating and I'm
don't throw
failing.
out letters. Don't just throw out letters.
Look at your graph. That really helps.
It does.
I'm not throwing out letters. There's 3 letters in a row.
You're
So
right. I'm sorry.
TU and V,
I made a
the
mistake.
measure of TU together has to add to the measure of UV
Yeah.
to then equal the entire measure of
TV.
TV. See that, Zach?
Oh. I mean, I feel it, but
Okay. You gotta include both of the points. You don't want to say T plus U. It's got to be TU together added to U.
no, I said to you.
Okay,
Oh,
I thought I
yeah.
just heard T. Okay.
Equals TV.
All right.
What kind of
I
TV?
like
Flat
TV.
screen?
So Smith,
Yes.
do this again with VWX. Write an equation or say the equation.
So, probably gonna mess it up. Okay, VW plus XW equals VX.
Good.
Yeah, I did
VW
it.
plus.
Wow.
And Smith, did you notice?
Good job, Tabby.
Smith, listen to what she said and tell us why she can say this. She said VW plus XW equals VX. Is it okay to say it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Well, first of all,
You can add things in any order.
Right. You can add things in any order and you can name a segment in any order, can't you? So VW
also
plus
something that you notice with this is that there's a bit of a pattern.
XW there. Yeah, there's always a pattern in math. You're right.
One of
What do you
the
notice?
letters repeats.
One of the letters repeats. That
Which is the
VW
W.
and the WX, that's our midpoint, right? Or not our midpoint, our between
Between
this.
this point.
So it
Between.
equals the two outside ones, VX. All right, Zach, are you ready?
And I think that
I'd like you to do RSV. So say the equation of betweenness for RSV.
P. Ha 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 ha.
What? That's a funny one.
RSVP, haha. All right, RSV.
RSV. They're not next to each other.
They're not. They don't have to be.
They don't need to be.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a sickness.
It's okay. RSV. No comment. I don't know.
Okay.
RS.
It's a sickness, by the way, too.
It is.
So I hear Maze wanting to give it a try. Maze, can you help him out?
Okay, RS plus SV
Mhm.
equals RV.
Excellent. RS
RV.
plus SV equals RV.
Wait, we're camping? Thought this was a party.
Ha ha ha.
This is fun. This is fun.
The Bears.
All right. How about Naramar? Do another one for us. Do TUX
Yeah,
because
me
you're
too.
gonna
She's
wear a
JJ.
tux when you are famous and singing your music.
Yes.
TUX.
Ah,
Singing.
I'll say it after I get an inch off there. TUX. TUX. Just give me a moment. TU
Mm-hmm.
plus UX
Mhm.
equals TX.
Excellent. TU plus UX equals TX. That's right. All right. Smith.
It's fun.
Do-
fiddling around
Do
with
you have
this.
any tissue?
Tissue for your issue.
I do have an
Do
issue.
RU
Okay.
Okay, RUX.
RUX.
R plus U.
Oops. Not
Oh,
R plus U.
Wait, oh, so,
RU.
RU.
RU. I don't know.
Okay, let me get that right. U plus R.
No. So
What?
say RU
Oh.
plus.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I don't know. Okay, yeah. RU plus what? XU.
Okay. You can go. Yeah. RU
Equals-
plus XU
RX.
equals RX.
Yay,
Yeah.
did it.
Okay. Smith likes to say they're going backwards. That's fine. So RU plus XU equals RX.
Yeah.
Or we could say RU plus UX equals RX.
Yeah.
All right. You ready, Webb?
I'm not the web. I know nothing.
Oh, Zach, come on.
Do VWX at the very end, Webb. Do VWX. Do your equation for VWX.
Would that be VW plus WX equals VX?
You got it.
There you
Good.
go.
VW plus WX equals VX. Nice. All right,
Do I get a
Smith.
treat?
Yeah. I'll throw you a bone.
No, Mrs. Shine, I don't need a phone.
I'm sorry, Maze. Maze, are you ready? STX.
You forgot.
SPX.
STX.
It's an interesting taste of coffee.
ST.
It's not like pumpkin spice or anything.
Quiet.
It's just a
Hold
new
on, we
blend.
can't hear Maze if you're chitter-chattering on the side. STX, Maze. Go ahead, say it again.
ST plus TX equals SX.
You got it. ST plus TX equals SX. All right. Are we feeling okay with those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
So we say those, we put that equation out, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing we want to say when we're writing our proof, is we want to identify the equation that we're going to use
Yeah.
by the definition of betweenness. So if we have to prove the measure of SV when we're looking at RS and V, right? So look at RS and V. The first thing we want to say about that is what? RSV. What would our equation be, Naramar?
Price and V.
Uh-huh.
Whoops, hold on. I was looking wrong. RS plus SV equals RV.
RS plus SV equals RV.
Couldn't
that's-
you do it backwards?
You could. What do you want to say backwards, Maze?
There we go.
SV plus RS equals RV? I mean, couldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Why can you say it that way? What property allows you to do that?
The commutative property?
The property, right?
Oh,
And that's why also, did you hear that Tabitha likes to say RS plus VS
yeah.
equals RV?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. RSVP. Haha. So,
Yep.
your very
sense.
first step in writing a proof for these is you have to write out that equation that is the definition of betweenness.
Yep.
So you do that by finding the points that they're referring to on your line
Mm-hmm.
and then writing your equation. Okay? Then we get to say we get to write that because the definition of betweenness.
Yeah.
Here you go, Miss Williams.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm using
a very,
very. Just define a line in words too.
There's a Miss Williams at our school too.
Appreciate it.
So Miss Williams at your school too. That's cool.
All right.
And there's a student named William.
So let's take a look at right below your line. Let's look at number 17.
Yeah.
It says if RS equals 19
Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. There we go. If RS equals 19,
and RV equals
71.
71, find SV.
Ah.
So we go up to our points and we go, oh, I've got RS is 19. I've got RV is 71, and they're wanting me to know SV, right?
52.
It's 52. That's the math of it. Now we have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt why it is 52.
Well, first of all, you want the equation.
So Narimar's saying, first of all, we want the equation. So the first thing we're going to write out is the equation. What's our equation going to look like?
RS
RS
plus SV
plus SV
Plus
RV.
equals RV. Or, May said, could I write out RS plus VS equals
RV.
RV or VR? Absolutely, right? We can name our statements frontwards and backwards. We can add them in any order. And the point is you want to say what the equation is and then give the reason. Why are we going to write out RS plus SV
Because
equals
of
RV?
the point in between.
Definition of betweenness.
Or definition of between.
Right. So that's our first step of our proof. So
Yeah.
we're going to write out RS plus SV equals RV, and we're going to say definition of betweenness. So everybody write that out.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
Plus SV
Plus
equals.
SV equals RV.
You're making me get more paper. Yeah.
Last year, I made up hashtag math JJ.
Social media is overrated.
Or S
RS
plus SV
plus SV
is RV.
equals RV. Good.
The humbug.
RV.
Okay. And then below that, you have to give the reason why you wrote that out. So
Yeah.
you got to write definition of betweenness. You can use abbreviation,
There was a few letters in the brailler.
DEF, for definition. And, and betweenness, you can abbreviate betweenness with your braille if you'd like.
Hey JJ, you'll be seeing different Braille in January. They're changing the Braille code.
What?
UEB.
UEB, baby, I know. I have to take a class in it.
It's Braille for dummies.
We're not changing Nemeth, though.
Nope. Yay! But the other stuff is Braille for dummies.
Well, how is that gonna change?
I'm not dumb.
No, they're taking out necessary contractions like Asian, alley stuff, and for dates you need to put a number sign in front of every number.
What?
It's Braille for dummies.
I
Not
like the
in
contractions. I like the contractions. They can't remove those.
They're not removing all of them.
Just some
Only 10.
Only.
necessary ones. Okay.
All right, back to math.
ATION is gone.
All right. RS plus SV equals RV, definition of betweenness. So, now what are we going to do with this? What's our next step?
We gotta do the math.
We got to do the math.
Substitute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're going to substitute in, aren't we? So we go back to our problem number 17,
Yep.
and it says if RS is 19 and RV is 71, find SV. So we're going to rewrite our equation
Wait.
with the numbers, aren't we?
Wait, hold on.
So you look at your original equation and you
Yeah.
said RS plus SV equals RV. So where the RS is,
Bless
instead of
you.
writing RS, what do you want to write?
RV?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Right, substitution.
Oh,
No. What are you going to put in for
Uh,
RS?
19.
19. Good job, Maze.
Oh, yeah.
19 plus.
That's why I said substitution.
See, you're already one step ahead of us, Naramar. We still got to write out the
Plus
equation. 19
70.
plus what?
Okay.
71
No, it's not 19 plus 71.
minus
No.
No, it's 19 plus
Go back to your
52.
equation and find
What's
out
your
what part.
original equation?
19 plus SV.
Oh.
Plus SV. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we can't put anything in the place of SV, can we?
No.
No.
If we
So you have to put 19 plus SV.
19 plus SV.
Only my braille lines somehow got blended. How did that happen? 19 plus S.
So,
I can barely see it.
So go down another line and rewrite it.
Sorry.
Is that a singing embosser?
I guess.
Yeah, it stopped before I could mute it.
It needs choir lessons.
The singing embosser. I didn't know they made those.
They don't. I was being stupid.
Can't we hear them?
Right. Or first, or blah, blah,
All right.
blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we got 19 plus R. No, 19 plus B.
So 19 plus SV equals what? Is it RV?
No.
We have a number for RV.
Oh, 71.
There you go.
71.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
71. Excellent.
Oh! Thank you!
So why were we allowed to put in those numbers in place of our line segments?
Substitution.
Substitution property, right. Anywhere that we were given the measure of our segment, we could just plug in that number instead of using the letters, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why we can do that is because of substitution property.
Right.
So you're going to write that reason now below your new equation. You're going to write substitution. Are you?
Couldn't you just do SUB ST?
No.
Smith?
I am not.
Oh.
What was that, Maria?
Couldn't you just do SUB ST? Because subtraction doesn't have an ST in it.
Oh, abbreviation.
Oh, SUBST, substitution, and then what would we like to do for subtraction? So we do SUBTR.
There you go.
SUB. Well, yeah, we have substitution.
So shall we do SUBST? Okay, I'm good with that. And then
Yeah.
SUBTR for subtraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like that, Maria. That's a good, and then prop is PROP, right? All right, so substitution property. Okay, so now we take a look at what you have. You have 19 plus SV equals 71.
The wrong side of the paper I am.
You'll need to solve first.
We got to solve for SV, don't we? Okay, so how are we going to get SV by itself?
Subtract 19 from both sides.
Yes, Maze, we got to show the subtraction of 19 from both sides.
Oh.
So you're going to rewrite out your equation, but you're going to show the subtraction of 19 from both sides. So you're going to write 19 plus SV minus 19
Both sides, yeah.
equals 71
Wait.
minus 19. Minus 19
SV.
equals 71 minus 19. And what property is allowing us to do that?
Substitution.
Nope.
Subtraction.
Or I mean, yeah.
Subtraction property, right. You can subtract the same number from both sides of your equation and you'll still get an equal answer, correct? So you write down underneath that line subtraction property, and Maria had a suggestion about subtraction. We're going to do subtraction as SUBTR.
Subtra.
Property, PROP.
Prop. So it's subtra prop.
Subtra prop. Yeah.
Subtraprop.
All
I'll
right.
see how the Brenda would read it later on. I'll
Okay,
play with
so
the
what
speech
are we
and
going to
read
do
it.
for our next line?
More math.
More math, okay.
Yeah. Shouldn't we solve that equation?
We
that
should
just did?
solve it, shouldn't we? So if we have 19 plus SV minus 19 equals 71 minus 19, what are we going to write on the next line?
52.
Yep, but not just 52. We got to be more specific. You just write as 52. The court's going to say
Well,
what?
you have to know how you get 52.
Okay, well, we did the subtraction, right? What are you going to write? You're going to write 52? Court's going to say 52 what? What's 52 stand for?
RV.
SV.
Or SV.
SV equals 52. You got to solve it, right?
But
But
how
SV
do you know
equals
this?
1 minus 19,
That's
right?
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the next line down, you write SV equals 52.
Yep.
What property?
Yay.
What property allows us to do that?
Substitution.
Substitution. Mm-hmm.
We did math.
Okay. So there's your proof.
Yeah.
So you just don't come into court and say SV is guilty of 52. You say, court, I believe SV is guilty of 52 because RS plus SV equals RV by definition of betweenness.
Yep.
19 plus SV equals 72 by the substitution property. 19 plus SV minus 19 equals 71 minus 19 because of the subtraction property.
Yep.
I do the math, and SV equals 52 because of the substitution property. That's why SV is 52 beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Okay? That's
Yay.
proof.
Yeah.
All right?
We have found proof.
Each step at a time, right?
Yep.
Okay. I want you to do let's see. Number 19. Well, you already did that one a while back. We did his homework. We didn't do quite well with it, though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right. That's because we were still kind of learning how to.
Yeah. Do number 20. So take a look at number 20, and I would like you to write it up as you did
I'm still
as
a
a
little,
proof.
still a
So-
little lost.
If TW equals 81 and BW equals 35, find TV. So you got to go back up to your drawing and find all those points. T to W is 81. V to W is 35. They want to know what TV is.
Tabitha said she's a little lost, apparently.
I know, she's looking right now, though.
Yeah.
So what's your point of betweenness on this?
V.
B.
It is V, yes.
Good. Excellent. All right.
Eh.
So write your equation. What's your equation going to look like?
Hold on. I need to look at it first.
TW plus V W equals TV.
TV plus VW equals TW.
Mhm.
There we go.
Because V is the
Yeah.
between T
Think
and
of the
W.
between this point, Zach.
Like, between us.
So go ahead and write that down. And then what it is.
Okay.
So
Equation one?
Yep.
Okay, and what did you, and then did you write down the reason for you to write the equation down?
TV plus VW.
Between. Okay. All right, then the next line down, now you gotta do what you did last time. Take a look at your equation, you gotta plug in the values, the numbers for what you have. Number 20, TW is 81 and VW is 35.
it's 81 plus 35.
No. What did your equation say originally?
It said.
You did, no, not that, your equation. What did you write down for your equation?
Oh,
TU plus,
I put TW plus VW.
no.
oh my gosh,
TW is the whole thing.
Okay.
It's going to be
TU.
TV plus VW equals
Okay.
TW, right?
I
Yeah.
wrote that wrong. I think
I
I,
gotcha.
put the
All
U
right.
in there. Instead of
Okay, no U.
There we go, JJ. I am done.
So let's see.
All right.
I'm still working on it.
TV plus.
TV plus VW.
Push.
Or, I mean, excuse me, TV.
35.
Oh, no, you can't. I was going to say, try to IM me.
Maybe I don't know.
Let me see if I can IM you. Yeah, let's see if you can read this.
TV plus.
TV plus.
And then we'd have to subtract 35. 35 plus TV minus 35. Is it doing that right?
Hold on. I'm really trying to.
And then you have to write what that is, what allowed you to do that.
Property of substitution.
There you go.
ST, I think ST is 3, 4, right?
No,
Yep,
I
it is.
messed it up.
Thanks.
Then
Subtracting 45, so
5 plus TV minus 35.
do you have to subtract 35 from TV too?
No, you subtract it from, it's TV plus 35 minus 35
Oh.
equals 81 minus 35.
Yeah, a little stuck.
What do you have so far? You have your equation, and then did you use the substitution property?
Yeah, I went 35 plus TV. Oh, I went.
So
I
you
skipped
went-
right to.
So you went 35 plus TV equals 81?
Oh,
That's what you should have done.
I was close. I just forgot the equals part. Equals 81.
You know what allowed you to do that?
35 plus TV minus 35
Mm-hmm.
You're
equal
in a different spot than she is.
81.
81 what?
Wait. TV plus
81.
35 equals 81.
If you minus 35 on the left, what do you got to do on the right of the equals?
Minus 35.
Minus
So
35.
that's, and that would be substitution. Or no, subtraction.
Subtraction property. Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is, subtraction.
Yep, that's exactly it.
TV plus 35.
It's writing. It's a lot of writing.
Yeah.
Geometry is about, it's a lot more writing than it is the math.
So it makes that 35 disappear, but then
I got my strap.
What do you still have left on that side?
44. Or TV.
Yep.
TV equals 44.
I got 46. Did I do something wrong?
No, this is me attempting to do mental math. 'Cause subtract 5 from 8, you get
You don't subtract it from
No.
8, though. You subtract it from the 1, so what you have to do is borrow, and so
well,
you
I
would
was
track.
subtracting the 10s,
So you'd subtract
and that was a slip of
5,
the tongue.
5 from 11.
Do you have
did I
like
do that
two
right?
different
Oh.
computers over there?
What?
Yeah.
Because you borrowed 1 from the 10s.
81 minus 35.
Right, you borrow 1 from the 10s, so that it makes it 7, makes the 8 into a 7, and makes the 1 into an 11. Because you can't subtract 5 from 1, right?
But what about subtracting 3 from 8?
No, then you're going to subtract 3 from 7.
I wasn't doing the ones.
But you have to do the ones first. You don't. You just made a mistake. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
It's like every little thing I do is always just like,
I'm like this in math too. It's okay.
Maria, we all make mistakes, but we learn from them.
I
It's
make
human
mistakes all the
nature.
time.
It's human nature. We learn from our mistakes. We're humans. Animals make mistakes too.
what?
Yeah, they do, probably.
Like if a kitten tries to jump on a high perch and keeps hitting its head on the way up, it learns how to position itself better so it can jump to the perch without.
Donkeys in the house. It's pretty obvious that.
That's a good example.
And a moose, when it walks on the road, if it doesn't die when it gets hit by a car, might learn to stay out of the road.
TV, okay, so I got TV
That
plus
bear's gonna learn a
35
lesson
is
when he comes upon a hunter who looks like food.
Now we have to subtract, right?
Yeah, and it's like my cat who's really, really big, not like fat, but big, her name's Onyx, and she learned how to jump from the arm of the chair up like
Oh, yeah, we
9 feet up to the top of our tall cat tree with ease. She almost tips the thing over, though.
All right, so
I'm
let's
thinking
see.
here.
There you go. You got
The
it.
math, 81 minus 35, and
Yeah.
then you finally say your answer. Say why you consider the answer.
81 minus 35. Okay.
46.
Okay.
46!
Say 46. What do you have to say?
Because it's the,
Can't just say 46. You
I
gotta
know.
say TV
Oh, yeah.
equals 46.
okay, TV equals.
You gotta identify it.
Cool. 46
Okay.
inch
Why
TV.
can you say that? Why do you get to say TV equals 46? What property allows you to do that?
The, I always forget this one.
Starts with an S.
Fraction? Substitution?
Substitution, right?
Oh.
Think
Because
of a substitute.
46 can substitute for TV, right?
Wait, Miss
Or
Hedrickson.
TV can substitute for 46.
Mm-hmm.
Naramar,
I'm a little lost.
you're a little lost.
TV. I got TV plus 35.
Equals
equals 81.
Okay.
So
And that
then
was
don't you
your
have to
sub-
do the subtraction?
Right. So then you went TV plus 35
Equals 81. Oh, minus
minus
35.
35 equals
Yeah.
81 minus 35. Yep. That's your subtraction property.
Okay, yeah.
All right. And then you get to do the math.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And you have to say the final statement, your conclusion.
Hold on.
Therefore, TV equals.
Hold on. I did 31 by mistake. Minus 35 equals 81 minus 35.
Okay.
Okay, now.
I get the same result, 30 or 46, doing
Mm-hmm.
Should
what I
be
have to do.
46.
81
46 is correct. TV equals 46. And why do we get to write TV equals 46?
Why not?
Because if you do the tens first, you subtract.
38, I thought.
Yeah,
And
and then
then,
that gives you 5.
and then,
I made a big error.
wait a minute.
I typed minus 35 equals 81 minus 35.
81 minus 35, that's right.
No, and I typed minus
and then
35
Oh,
equals 81
oh,
minus
Which is not correct.
you want to
You
write.
have to do the ones first,
Yeah.
and you have to borrow from the tens in order to subtract the ones.
It's weird because I've never understood borrowing.
Abby, you're getting your voice back.
Yeah.
It's important to borrow. What you're doing is if I have 8 tens, I'm taking one of those tens out of the 8 and leaving 7 tens, and I'm adding it to my ones. So then instead of 1 1, I've got 11 ones. That way I can subtract 5, because I can't subtract 5 from 1 without using negative numbers, right?
Yeah.
So, so that's what borrowing
Now we need to do the math.
is, as far as I know.
We've been doing the math, though.
No, I'm
Oh, sorry, Justin.
Take one down from the phone.
I am caught up now.
Hmm?
Loud, Mom would.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that? And I'd
Mhm.
be like, okay, just leave it up to her.
It's pretty important that you understand what that is.
equals 46. We all got
Mhm.
46.
Mm-hmm. And why can you say TV equals 46? What's the reason?
Substitution.
Substitution. Good. All right, Zach.
Yeah.
So what did you write down for your very first step in your proof?
Oh, the first thing I wrote down is TW minus VW equals TV, just to orient myself.
TW minus VW equals TV. Okay, that's good to orient yourself. I like that. Okay. I like
Then
that.
81 plus VW equals 35.
Wow.
81 plus VW equals 35?
Or minus.
81 minus
Oh, whoopsies.
VW equal, okay. So, and then what reasons are you writing down below them?
I'm a little lost with the reasoning, but I got the answer.
Okay, so Zach, I need to clarify with you and make sure you understand. It's not only about the answer. I know you can get the answer. Geometry is partly about getting the answer, but mostly about proving why the answer is that answer.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to be willing to realize that it's about the logic.
I'm sorry, I just overthink things.
Okay. It's okay to overthink things in geometry, but you have to think them and write them down. You have to be like, okay, the reason why I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
It's an analogy.
is because I got 2 slices of bread out of the bread bag. I got out a knife and the peanut butter and the jelly. I put a knife in the peanut butter jar and took out some peanut butter and spread it on one slice of the bread. I took some jelly out of the jelly jar with my knife and spread it on the other slice of the bread. And then I took the 2 slices of bread and I sandwiched them together so that the peanut butter and the jelly touch each other. And now I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? So the reason why TV is 46 is because I took 2 slices of bread out of the sandwich bag, right? I took VW plus TV or TV plus VW, and it had to equal TW.
Yeah.
And the reason why I could do that is because of the definition of betweenness. I had a bag of bread.
Yeah.
Okay?
Bread. What type of bread?
And then I take that equation and I start putting the numbers in instead of the letters. So I knew I could put 35 in place of the VW. I knew I could put 81 in place of the TW. So I rewrite my equation, 35 plus TV equals 81. Or I could write TV plus 35 equals 81. And the reason why I get to do that, Naramar, why do I get to do that?
Sorry, I was focusing on something else.
Okay, sorry. Maria, why do I get to put those numbers in place of the letters? What's the reason?
Oh.
Substitution.
Substitution. So we have to say that, Zach. You have to write that down. You have to put that down and say, I get to do this because of substitution property.
I've been working on it. I get the right reasoning and answer in my brain, but I can't really put it on paper. That's my weakness.
Okay, well, you got to start putting it on paper or you're not going to get credit for it and you're going to bomb the class.
Yeah.
All right? So you need to start. That's your goal.
Yeah.
You got to put on paper. I can't read your mind. I can't give you credit for reading your mind.
Aww.
Hello, JJ. This is Jerry.
You can't go into court and say, Judge, just read my mind and understand what's going on, and my client is guilty.
So, JJ, this is Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Alright, so Zach should at least be putting something down, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I've been putting stuff down.
Your reasoning?
Trying to, yeah.
All right. So, Zach, you know, you've been a student of mine, and I get it. I know that you like to default to your strength is to be very verbal.
I'm a linguistic learner.
All right, so you have to switch gears, and you have to take your language, and you need to take the language and what you want to say out loud, you need to say it on the paper. And if
Even if it's long.
Yeah, so Miss Shine.
That's very.
Yeah.
And I can
Is there,
go
so
to
with that,
it feeds the paper through, but it doesn't do any braille.
sorry about that, that's Alaska on that end.
That's okay.
Miss Shine, are you or someone else kind of in there with Zach most of the time?
Yes.
Okay, Zach, you can advocate for
That'd be
Miss Shine to scribe for you.
I know.
If you want to say, hey, Miss Shine, I know what I want to say. Can you write this down for me?
Okay.
And she can sit right there and write it down for you. She can't do it for you, but she can say, what would you like to write down? And you can tell her what you would like to write down so that it can be on paper and read back. That can be a strategy for now to help you scaffold. Eventually, Zach, you want to get to the place that you're writing it down yourself. But for now, what we need to do is get you in the practice of taking the words from your head and your mouth and putting them on paper. And we can bridge that gap with a scribe for now, and then we'll start saying, okay, you write one step, the scribe will write the next step. You write one step. Okay, we can do that until finally you get to the space where, oh, I get it. I can get the words that are going on in my head down on paper, okay?
56 time.
Okay, I'm a naughty boy.
No, you're not naughty.
All right. So you're going to advocate for yourself. You're going to say, hey, Miss Shine, can you scribe for me?
SN number.
Do that. I'm not going to do it. You got to.
Can you scribe for me, please?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, the noise here.
So you know.
All right, Miss Mays. Thank you. We got plenty of time.
I don't.
Okay. So, Miss Mays, I believe we were in the position where Narimar and you had identified that it was substitution property that allowed us to write what was it? VW 35 plus TV equals 81. We were at that step. And then, what would you write next, Miss Mays? What step would you want to show next?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm good.
Where were we?
Okay, so we just finished up with the substitution step, so we're on the next step.
Okay. Substitution. I'm looking at my own.
Yeah.
I braille my own workout. So.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So I turn it off and then turn it on?
So I wrote TV plus 35 minus 35 equals 81 minus 35.
Excellent. Excellent. Did you get that, Narimar?
Property.
Yes, Mays, subtraction property. So, Zach, did you hear that step that you did in your head where you knew you needed to subtract, you have to show it,
I got it.
and then you write subtraction property.
My brother, we just
I heard it.
All right. Okay.
so much prop.
All right. So then, Smith. Mays says, all right, we've got TV plus 35 minus 35 equals 81 minus 35. She said subtraction property. Then what did you want to write as the next step?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're loaning it to us while our new ones.
You just said that. Mays just said it was 35 plus TV minus 35 equals 81 minus 35. So then what'd you
I
write?
thought it was TV equals
TV equals
46.
46. And then why do we
The math part.
get to write TV equals 46? What's the final thing we say?
Because it's the solution.
Substitution.
Yeah. Oh.
Substitution,
Why the heck
because
do I
we're
wanna
saying it's the solution, but
You have to
there's not a
keep-
property called solution property, okay? It's substitution. I know. It's like we get to say that x equals 4. It's a substitution property. So it's synonymous with it's the solution.
Stockman is set to use paper size 11W. Just ignore that.
I'll do stuff with them.
These microphones are really good.
It
Obviously.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is good too.
All right.
I like
Okay.
microphones.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, we're going to do this one more time, but we're going to do it, okay? We're going to do it with number 21. Number 21.
This is humbug.
W equals 4. Ooh.
Okay, if SW equals what, Justin?
44.5.
Okay.
Here.
All right, and then
And
Right.
SV
equals 37.1. I
okay.
think we
We
saw
did
the
this
mic-
yesterday.
Yep, we're doing it again because we didn't do it very well yesterday.
Find VW.
Find VW.
Right,
Okay.
11-inch long.
All right. Not about the answer, it's about the proof. All right, let's do it. You got about 8 minutes.
Got it.
So JJ,
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder something that might help Zach is if he wrote out all his work and reviewed the properties again. Because I had
doing
to
that.
force myself to review a little bit because I didn't remember all the properties from last year. I mean, the beginning of last year.
So making
I know I know the properties. I know everything, but it's hard to put it on paper.
All right, well, advocate for yourself and let your scribe know what you want to put down on your paper right now.
So SW is
There's a parallel.
44.5.
I'm trying
No,
to figure that out, though. I'm looking.
Oh, it is. You're right. Sorry, I misread.
FSW. So
Right.
this is the same
Hang
line.
on just a second so I can get
It's up on the same line, So SW is 44.5. SV is 37.1. Find VW.
Definitely the old, it's not USB.
SVW.
Okay, sorry guys.
Probably U would be the between this.
Hold on. Well, think SV and W. Those are the points that they're listed.
Well, then V is the middle.
That's using, Windows 7 Professional.
So an equation could be. Well, I don't want to spoon feed it here, but what do you think the equation would be?
SW is the whole thing, so
Feeds the
SV
paper through and,
Yep.
plus
it says it's embossing, but it doesn't.
VW equals. What?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Sure.
That's not it. Is it?
You-
Yeah, the equation's a standard formula, even though the answers might be different.
You got the idea.
Here we go.
Okay. SV plus VW
What the heck?
equals SSW. Yeah, that's the embosser and the broiler at the same time.
One plus. I know it's like a rocket in there. Equals.
I can't hear you guys, sorry.
So it'd be 37.1.
Equal VW.
Wait, hang on. That's between this.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting there.
Very familiar, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, well, it's working now. Thank you so much.
What time do you have to go, Tuck?
05. Oh, I gotta go now.
It's 11. Hang on.
05.
The time I have is
We got-
11:03.
We're okay. Got a couple minutes. So you got to write out your equation and say why, right?
Definition of between.
Don't get thrown off by the decimals. It's no big deal. You can figure out the math with a calculator.
So then, so I put between this there.
That was just less than a page.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
Well, it always helps to look back in the problem.
You too.
Whoops.
Hey, JJ,
Yeah.
first, can you prove it that it's,
So that'd be
the answer is like 7.4, but you can reverse it, putting it in a plus problem, trying to, convert it back into the problem that you started out with?
Plus SW.
So tell me what you are wanting to write down.
44.
I have it right here written.
Okay. So what did you say?
So he said SW equals 44.5,
Plus SW.
SV equals 37.1,
Uh-huh.
so find VW equals 7.4.
Okay.
So to prove it, then he's saying if VW equals 7.4, and SV equals 37.1, then add those two together and SW equals 44.5.
Okay, but why?
Okay, you still have to say about why.
SW. Hold on.
I don't know.
That's where it's getting stuck.
Right. So Zach, so you answered, I think we just answered your question, right? You're trying to just show the math of it, which that's not a proof. You're just checking the answer and you're just showing that it checks.
Let me think.
But in the court of geometry, the court goes, but why? Why is VW 7.4? It's not just about the computation. There's a reason why VW is 7.4 in terms of geometric properties.
If printer, I'm not allowed to.
So in order to do that, you have to use your definition of betweenness.
Oh no! I was just letting you know
So
that I
you
would
have to look
get
at that
a
segment
Okay. I think we do
and
SW
say,
plus
oh,
44.5
I've got this segment all the way from S to W, and I know that from S to V is 37.5 or 37.1. I don't know what VW is, so I have to show that I can add SV plus VW together, and I'm going to get SW.
JJ, how do you mute the microphone?
I think it's Windows F4.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find it. I'm sorry.
I can mute it from my end too. There, I muted you.
So, JJ, can we hear some of the other
Okay, so
quick answers? That way maybe it'll help.
from the other students?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Justin, what did you write out for your first step?
First of all, hold on. First of all, we do the equations. So SV plus VW. Wait, did I make an error?
No, that's right. SV
No.
plus VW.
It's SV plus VW equals. Why did I write VW again?
Oh, you want
must
to
have
write
been error.
SW?
Yeah.
SW.
Yeah.
What did you write, Tabitha? Okay.
Oh crap! Hold on.
And why did you write that? Why did you get to write that SV plus VW equals SW? What did you write?
Plus VW
What's your reason?
equals.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
the property?
Well, not the property. It's
Oh.
a definition.
It was between this.
Definition of betweenness, right? So you have to start the whole thing with an equation and the definition of that equation. Just like if we were solving for the area of a rectangle, we would write the equation A equals LW. And then we'd say definition of area of a triangle, a rectangle. So right now what we're saying is
That's a good
SV plus
example.
VW equals SW. It's because of the definition of betweenness.
Yeah.
So you always start with an equation. Not always, but most of the time you start with an equation, and then you say why you're able to write that equation. Okay? And once you start there, then you can start plugging in. You can start using that substitution property. So what'd you write next?
Hold on, I think I missed
something. We gotta watch the time here. Yeah, we're at 11:11.
What?
So we gotta get going. All right. I would like you to finish this for your homework.
Okay.
Okay? So you need to use what properties are you going to use after the definition of betweenness? What's the next property you're going to use?
Subtraction.
Nope.
Or I mean, substitution.
Substitution. We got to plug in some numbers first. We got to substitute in some numbers first. Then what property do we use?
The subtraction.
Subtraction.
And then
Good.
solve.
And then we solve it and we finally answer it and we get to say the answer because of what property?
Substitution.
Substitution again.
Can I
Good.
charge my phone in here? I'll come back and get it after lunch.
Yep.
I have to.
Thank you.
It seems the class has been.
All right, everyone.
I think class should end a little
Finish that
sooner.
problem up. We'll go over it right off the bat in tomorrow, and then we're going to move on to the next section where we're going to take our proofs to congruent segments and take a look at proving something using congruent segments, okay?
Okay.
All right, good work.
See ya, Justin. See ya, Tabby.
It's not easy. You gotta start putting the words on paper, Zach, all right?
Nah.
All right. Thank you, Miss Shine.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Miss Peggy.